Hi everyone, welcome back to my craft room. Today we're going to be making a little gingerbread stuffed, I guess you could call them a doll. I've been making these. I'm going to make some, put them in a basket. My kitchen, I do gingerbread in my kitchen every year. So I thought that would be cute. I made a few already. And made the girl. So let's do this. So what I did was I went on Pinterest and I typed in gingerbread template, and I got this one, printed it out, cut it out, and I used that as my template. I went everywhere looking for fabric. I wanted just some regular fabric, but I wanted a design on it, and I could not find any. Here in Sarasota, it's hard finding things this time of year as far as Christmas goes. But I did find some felt, quite a bit of it. It was only $1.62, and I got quite a bit. So I'm using that today. I'm still looking for fabric with a design on it. I got some buttons, and I'm also using some Christmas buttons I had on hand. I got a whole 2 whole jars of them that I'm using. I was going to use some of these, but they're too thick. And I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I did cut one of them. I cut the top off, thinking it would work, but I just think they're just too thick. So I'm not going to use it. Also, on the 3 that I made, I used the unique stitch, and it did not stick well. It did not stick well to the felt. So I'm using hot glue. I thought for sure that would work. So I'm using that. I'm also using some puffy paint. And I got white and pink. Those are the only 2 colors I really wanted to do. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and put the eyes on. I'm not going to put the mouth on because then I have to let it dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put the eyes and the nose on. And I'm going to use hot glue. And you're going to have glue strings, which you're going to have to pull off or cut off. In the mouth, I use puffy paint on that, so I'm not going to do that right away because I do want to stuff them. And then for the buttons, I'm going to use the green buttons. And they got a little bit of sparkly on them. This way it dries quickly. I went to Hobby Lobby today. On a Monday, you cannot move in that store. I can only imagine what Saturday was like. There. Now this is something, like I always say, you can get your kids involved in. Not the hot glue, unless they're older. Now, I cut my fabric, 2 pieces, of course. But with the felt, you can kind of stretch it. Shoot, I want to do that. Hold on. We're good. We'll be good. Remember to leave an area to stuff it, which I was supposed to leave the head open, but it's okay. I'll leave part of it open. I have all these. I just thought, you know, I was at a vintage place here in Florida, which you don't see very often, and they had a basket full of gingerbread, stuffed gingerbread dolls, and I thought that was a cute idea. So I like that. I think I have a basket in my garage. It'll work perfectly. And we're going to leave half of this open. Now, after it dries, you can trim it up if you see you need to. I trimmed up a couple of them. Okay, now I am going to use my puffy paint. The pink puffy paint that I got, I'm not too thrilled with it. It's a different brand. Grandson was messing around with his friend. They were wrestling, and his front teeth got knocked. I guess like a wrestler would, got knocked in the back. So this morning, he was at the dentist at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they had to put a piece of a wire over his front teeth. So he didn't go to school today, and he may not be going tomorrow, depending on how he feels. Yeah. Now you can do all kinds of stuff. I really like the way this one turned out. You can use different colors on them. But like with the, I'm not too impressed with the girl one. I have buttons that I got from Temu. This one has to dry. I got buttons from Temu, and it just comes in a package like these. And just do something different. But I could have made a skirt for her. I don't know. But she turned out okay. And this, I just took a piece of ribbon that I got from Temu. I got a whole bag of ribbons. And I took the pink with polka dots. And I just made a regular little bow for her. But you can do so much. I mean, you know, you can cut these out and you can glue them and let your kids decorate them. You know, have fun with them. And a lot of you that live up north, I know some places get snow early. This would be great for a snow day activity. Just get some, you know, get some material up. So you have it on hand. That's what I do during hurricane. We got another storm. It'll come close to us, but it won't hit us. We might get some rain, a little bit of wind. We shouldn't get too much unless it moves. Hopefully it won't move. So we're gonna let this little guy dry, but I'll show you how I cut them out. This is a material, and like I said, I got it at a really good price. And I just lay him on here. Now this is doubled material. Okay. And I just lay him on here. Let's not hit that. All right, and then I'm just gonna trace it with a pen. I do have a sewing pencil, but it just didn't want to work today. And I'm just going to go around it. You could pin it. I'm just not going to. I haven't pinned any of them yet. Our weather's still up in the 80s. I'm making gingerbread dolls. Oh well. We haven't gotten our Halloween stuff down yet. We're still working on it. Well, we got it down. I say we got it down, but we haven't put it away. And then it's getting all my fall stuff out, which I'll make a video. I have 2 big planters I put at the front door. But I see my my scarecrows are at the top. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cut this out. This away, and I'm just going to hold this and cut around it. Now you can go to the craft stores and you could get a bag of buttons. I'm sure they got the holiday buttons out. You don't have to do holiday buttons. You could do any type of buttons, really. Have fun with it. You could also sew it. I just don't feel like getting my sewing machine out and sewing it. The hot glue usually does pretty good. Like I say, my kitchen's, I do gingerbread in the kitchen. And every year I buy a few extra pieces. You can make small ones if you don't want to make a, just put in there a small gingerbread. But I wanted these. Look like little stuffed dolls, I guess. I got a basket I bought at an estate sale, which I hope is still in my garage. Oh, you'll have to go back and trim it up. Okay. Like I said, you can stretch it. What do I do? See how you can still see the ink around there? I will flip him over, flip this one over, and flip that one over until I got it to where it matches. That way the ink is on the inside. That's how I do it. Just match them up the best that you can, and afterwards you can trim it. I like this side better. All right, and then buttons. Do the nose. All the glue webs. We're gonna leave that there. All right, now, let's see. I want to do something different. Going to do the red with the white in the middle. You could do red and green in the middle. All right, we're going to do red and white. What I did one time was I was looking for buttons, and we have a website called Nextdoor, and it's your neighbors, and they have, you know, you're looking for something, or you see something that is suspicious or that. Anyways, I put on there I was looking for buttons one time, not expecting to get a huge response. Boy, did I get a response. I had people telling me, oh yes, I got buttons. You know, my mom just passed away. I got her button collection. And so I got quite a bit of buttons, and I appreciate it. Okay. Now, we're going to glue. I'm going to leave half the head done this time. Just get, you know, as close to the edge as you can. I mean, it's not going to hurt it if you go in a little ways like I did right there. And then when I put it down, I'm gonna stretch it. See how I'm stretching it? just so it matches the other one. And you might have to trim it. That's okay. You could put a bow tie on them. There. Just make sure it dries. And then I'm going to do this one. Then you gotta let them dry. Trim them up and let them dry before you stuff them. There you go. Now. And then I have the opening to stuff it right there. Okay. Like I said, you can use any colors you want. I just stuck with the white. And pink. I wasn't too thrilled with the pink though. They only had one pink. I didn't want to do neon. But you can make, like I said, little skirts or supposed to rain tomorrow. We'll see. They tell us it's going to rain and then it doesn't rain and you plan on rain. When you don't plan on rain, it rains. But that's Florida. There you go. It can be raining. We've had it to where it was raining on the street in back of us, but not at our house. One street away. There. Now, we're going to let this dry. And then we come back. We'll stuff them. And we'll finish this up. Okay. Everything dried. These are the ones that I did. Still got glue webs, but this is how they are. And we're going to stuff them. Did that one. I went a little crazy with these. I'll show you here in a minute. That one. And this one. Now I got the buttons are Temu. These buttons, they're Temu. And the little snowflakes, I want to say these are from Temu too. I got them last year and I just glued them on top. But you can do whatever you want. And this would be something your kids could do, but not the hot glue. You could hot glue them, let your kids decorate them, stuff them, and hot glue them shut. Now, I left part of the head open so I could stuff it. Each one of them is opened up. And that's what we're gonna do. And I got this, it was $3.57 at Hobby Lobby. And there's a whole bag full. And what I do is I try to get the legs done first. And in this bag, they give you one of these to help stuff it. Just as far as you can. And if it comes undone, and sometimes it will, just hot glue it. You could sew them. I didn't want to. You could though, and I'm sure this will last. There. Let me see. This would be good for a crafting night with your friends. Make a bunch of these. You could make them smaller and put them on a tree. You can make them for your church, for your school. I know the school where I worked at, they had a tree with names on it. And yeah. That's what I'm worried about. I got the ceiling fan going, so I'm worried it's gonna blow it away. But you see how the legs are. And then I do the arms. I start doing the arms. You could use you could use all kinds of stuff for the buttons. I've got these. These are Timu, and they're flat back buttons. Okay. And there's a, what is that? Santa, reindeer. You can do all kinds of stuff. There's a Santa. There's so much you can do to decorate these up. Oh, I didn't get that arm. I had that arm. If you have an old pillow, you could use that. If you're, you know, if you got a teenage daughter and she's having a sleepover, you know, at Christmas time, this would be an activity for the girls. Now, during Christmas, my daughter and her friend would have a sleepover, and I'd get them gingerbread houses, and I'd get all the candy, and that's what they would do. They'd make the biggest mess you ever seen, but they had a lot of fun. And this year, my daughter and my grandson are gonna do it. Let's see if we can get it there. There. See that stick. Okay. And I'm just gonna close it up. Now, let me show you how we do this, which I'm sure you know. All the way around. I'm just gonna close them up. If you have to trim it, you can trim it. You know, you can add other stuff to it. I have nothing on the back. You can put stuff on the back. Like I said, I went a little crazy with it. I used all the felt. And the felt that I had left over, I made little Christmas trees and stuffed them. Put this back. I'll fill the legs first. And you know, the hot glue is doing a great job. Of course, I jinxed myself. But it is. It's doing a good job with keeping them together. think these would last for quite a long time. Oh. Just keep going. You might have a better way of stuffing them. And then I do his little arms. And then get the other arm. Probably make other dolls like this. You could use different puffy paint on them. You can do all kinds of stuff with these guys. Now as it starts to cool, I just start pulling that glue off. Or you can come in with scissors and cut it off. And I see that's not going to stick. There we go. Let's hold that tight. This would be something you would have to do the glue for smaller kids. You have little fuzzies out. You could probably put hair on them too. That's all there is to it. Get a template. I got mine off of Pinterest. And just have fun with it. You could probably sell them if you go to a craft fair. We've got two here in Sarasota. One is going to be at UTC Mall. And the other one, I believe, is Palmer Ranch, I think. The bigger you make them, the harder it is to stuff them, just so you know. Even these are a little bit hard. We just got all of our Halloween decorations put away. Well, that was a job. And then we started putting our fall stuff up. I know a lot of people go from Halloween to Christmas, but I like to see the fall decorations. Oh, this one. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. See how it wants to come undone right here? Just gonna put a little bit of glue right there. And this one may have been with that other glue, because most of my hot glue ones did not come apart. Well, none of them did. The hot glue kept them. So this might have been the unique stitch. This did not hold them closed, and I thought it would, but it didn't. Well, you could sew them if you want to do that. Yeah, okay. I think we got that. Then I will show you all the ones that I made. You can put little hats on them, put little jewelry on them. Just make them your own. We had a little bit of a scare Sunday. My grandson was over at his dad's house, and he had a friend spend the night, and they were having a good time. Well, Sunday they were getting ready. He had to take them back over to his mom, and the boys were horse playing. And my grandson came down on the other boy's knee, and it shoved his teeth, front teeth, all the way back. Well, not all the way back, a good portion back. Well, my son's girlfriend works for a dentist, so she called him. And Monday morning at 8 o'clock, he was in the dentist chair, and his teeth had to be wired. And it was very painful to put them, but they came out of the socket. His teeth came out of the socket. And it was very painful. So he stayed home Monday and Tuesday because he was very swollen. But he went back to school today. Of course, I worry about him. You just want to keep him safe. And I know boys will be boys, but okay, let's get this done. Now, when you're closing it, you can move the felt. It moves very well. Just hold it till it cools down. It's not, I want to say it's hot, not hot. It is hot, but so I said don't let the kids do it. But if you did the gluing, they could do it. They could decorate them and stuff them. There you go. Now let me show you what we did. I went to an estate sale. I don't know if you can see this. And I bought this basket. These were the Christmas trees I made with leftovers. And I put little gems on there. Let's see. We did this one. We did this one. They all turned out real cute. I put a bow on this one. And you can do all kinds of stuff with them. I did a basket full of gingerbread. This would be cute sitting out on a table or put all my Christmas trees in there. There you go. There you go. You can see that. They turned out cute. I really like them. I gotta get all the glue webs off, but they turned out really cute. Hope you give this craft a go. Make it yourself. And send me some pictures if you do. I'd love to see them. I'd love to see what you make. They turned out really cute. Even the trees did. I'm gonna put them out on the table this holiday season when I put my Christmas stuff up. I hope you give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.